Good evening.
Hello.
Oh,
Good
Hello.
afternoon, guys. Good
good
afternoon,
afternoon. I said evening. I don't know why.
Marcio. No problem, mister. How are you guys?
Uh, good.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What about you, Mr. Marcio?
I'm good, but I'm very tired and very busy.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. You were at a hotel, right?
Camera.
You are at the hotel. Yeah?
Yeah. I like to turn on the camera.
So let's start one more class. Mr. Marcio asked me to have a conversation class today. So let's not take the books today. Let's only have a conversation class. And after our class at 4 o'clock, I will ask you to do one exercise. This exercise will take you at least 1 more hour. And if you have anything scheduled from 4 to 5, try making this time available for English class, okay? I'm going to ask you one activity, and you have 1 hour to deliver it to me after 4, okay? But now, let's start talking. I prepared something interesting for you guys. Hello, Mr. Marcio.
Hello.
And I would like to first start talking about what we have been doing recently. Unit number 1 of the book, we talk about stories. And unit number 2, we talk about technology. The unit number 3, we are going to start in the next class because today we're going to have on a conversation. It's about personality. And I prepared one thing for you. It's kind of a job interview. I'm supposed to ask you some questions, and I need you to go deep as you can and tell me in details about the things I'm going to ask you, okay? As much detail as
Muito obrigado.
all right. So let's start talking about this. Guys, the career of your dreams. Imagine the career of your dreams. Oh, but first, let me take a picture. Very fast picture, okay? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go. Very good, guys. I took a picture. Let's start. Tell me, Mr.
Teacher, before we will start the class, I'd like to share my landscape. It's possible.
Of course it is. Let me see this scenery.
In a moment, please. I will open the window. Can you read? Can you see?
Where are you, Cabo Frio?
Yeah.
Everybody see?
Yes, I
Yeah,
can.
we are seeing.
Beautiful beach with waves there. Where is it?
Barra da Tijuca.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
But it's very terrible because I only see. I cannot.
Go there.
I cannot get out in the room because
Oh.
I'm in quarantine.
Yeah, but it's a good scene. It's a good scenery.
Yeah, every day when I wake up early, I see the guys that live in here nearby to go to the surfing. A lot of people, a lot of guys with the go to the surfing in the morning.
Oh,
6
probably there might be waves in front of your hotel. Big waves, good waves. Surf spot.
Yes, good wave. Okay, sorry to bother.
No, you're not bothering, guys. Now I want to surf. You made me want. In Barra da Tijuca there are a lot of waves, different from here. But
Yeah.
Guys, what I was supposed to talk about the career of your dreams. So let's talk about that. The career of your dreams. Do you have something in mind?
You first.
Let me see. The career of your dreams or a job position you want to. Both of them are very good. Let's think of a career or a job position. Imagine. And tell me, please. You have something in mind? What do you have, Mr. Guilherme?
No, I'm saying he start.
Marcio starts. Okay.
Yeah, Marcio start.
Is there a specific job position, Mr. Marcio, that you want to achieve?
No. I think that I have a lot of things to conquer. Correct? Conquer.
A lot of things to what?
To conquer. To earn. How do
yeah.
you
A lot of things to earn in your job.
Yeah, because now I'm preparing to do the next step. And I don't want to stop here. The next step I'm doing after I will go to the next step, because the life is completely challenge all the time. And
Good.
then in the future, I intend to become a teacher in the college. I like to teaching the people.
Sounds great, Mister. It's glad to be a teacher. It's very good to work as a teacher. You're going to like, of course. So let's imagine your next step. What's your next step, Mr. Marcio? Professionally speaking.
And now I'm a production operator leader. The next step I try to become the control room operator, and then after supervisor, and then continues working hard to become a production superintendent, and then the last step OIM.
All right. So you are production operator leader and you want to be control room operator.
Yeah, I'm trying because the challenge is big, and then I have a lot of people to fight.
Yes,
for the
challenge.
position.
I know.
Yes, I have a lot of people to fight to this position, but I'm only working in the studio to do because I have a big problem in my work is you can say the politician, because I'm not politician. I'm only working in the studio a lot. You know about this. My son is here. He see the all the time because he study English with me and the computer all the time. I a long time I'm preparing to do the next step.
Good.
But the guys do not work, do not study, do not know anything, and then they are politicians.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Terrible.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's the famous IQ. You know, in Portuguese, QI que indica. It's famous.
Yeah.
I know that.
It is true.
Yeah. Even Bill Gates was a case of his mother indicated him to be SEM. So he's not so smart as we thought. Her mother was the creator of Microsoft. He only inherited that. But we think that Bill Gates is, wow, it's genius. But not what is the truth, right? That's it, man. There are a lot of these things in the world, unhappily. It's not a matter of effort. But what about you, Mr. Guilherme? Do you have a career of your dreams or a job position you want to acquire, achieve?
Yeah, I want to become a doctor in the area of infectology. It's not because of the coronavirus. Before the coronavirus, I was thinking about become an infectologist.
Yeah, sounds good. So it's a doctor.
Yeah, and I like a lot of this career, and I think a lot about it because it's an area that you have to study a lot. There are a lot of what can I say, details, and it's an area of medicine that's becoming day a day. We discover a new thing. We discover a new reaction of a virus, a bacteria, or something like that.
Oh, I got it. I don't know how can I say this. Infectology. I don't know what's the name of this area. Let me check. Sounds good to me. I think it's like that. It's infectology. Infectology. Different. Infectology. Sounds good. All right, guys. So I'm going to make some questions about you in order to achieve this position, in order to get there. I'm going to ask you questions about your background, about your experiences in your life and jobs, about your education up to now and what are you planning on doing, future plans, about your foreign language, your foreign language is English, so you can study others, of course, in the future, but now we're talking about English. And the most important thing here is your personality. How's your personality and how does it work for this position? Okay, so background questions, experiences questions, education questions, language, the foreign language questions, and the personality. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So let's start one by one. But first, let me open one thing to help me here. Not this. This one. All right. So starting with Mr. Marcio. Can I start with you, Marcio?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Let's start talking about your background. Focus on your background. Okay? So talking about your background, Mister, where were you born?
I'm born in Niterói City, and then I live a lot of years.
There.
He's laughing
I
about me.
am not laughing.
I born in Niterói City, and then I grew up. I grew up in the São Gonçalo City.
São Gonçalo City, I know. So you grew up in São Gonçalo, but you were born in Niterói.
Yeah, only born.
So can you talk about your schools? Where did you attend them? Where did you study? Why Mr. Guilherme is laughing? I didn't know the joke. I didn't understand.
I lived in São Gonçalo.
Okay, tell me.
I lived in São Gonçalo a long time ago, and then
Uh-huh.
I lived from more than 30 years, I think. And
You
then,
lived there for more than
yeah,
30 years
30 years.
around. Hmm.
And then I finished my high school in 1995,
Good.
and then I went to the Air Force. I stayed there for a long 5 years, more or less.
The Air
And then,
Force.
yes, after this, I started to study again. I did again the college, the high school, but in chemical technician. I started
Good.
to work the the factory, the big company from United States. I
What's
started
the
to
name
go
of the
there.
company? Sorry.
The name GTEC.
Sounds
After
good.
the after change the name from ingredient because because a big company from ingredient from United States to buy to both the company.
Mm-hmm. I got
And
it.
then and then I started to and then I started to hear the guys to talk in English. Some visitor, some the guides talking the English, and then I started to study, and then I did the how do you say, Marcio, the name? I did the NM.
Uh-huh.
I I received uh, an opportunity to study in the school, and then I did the technological, environmental technology, and then after this, the company paid the production engineering to me,
Uh-huh.
and then after this, I did the postgraduated in petroleum and gas engineering, and then now I will finish, almost finish, only to send my relatory, only to send my report and finish the environment engineer.
Sounds good, mister. Sound you had, it sounded you had a lot of work, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It was
It's
tough
very
to
hard.
get where you were. But the question is, why did you come to Rio das Ostras?
Because of the SVM company, there. Sorry, I worked in this company, American company, and then I fulfill the leakaging. I fulfill
Yeah,
the leakage. I started to fulfill the leakaging. The leakaging was new page from the work. I started to see the leakaging, and then I fulfill, and then I received the invited from Modec. Modec, I said I don't work offshore. The Modec, I know, but I saw your experience. You can go work with us. I okay. I go to the Modec. I worked from Modec to 3 years, and then I received the SBM invited, and then but the SBM were in Macaé.
mm-hmm.
I think I thought in the time in the period, if I change the city, if I go to live in the Rio das Ostras, I stay nearby the SBM, and then all the time I can go. I could you go to the central control room training.
Sounds good. So you moved in order to be near your job.
Yeah, because the teacher that train all the CROs said, if you live nearby, you can go every week in the central training. I go, but I changed for Rio das Ostras. Now we live it there, and then my family likes to live it there. It was great, I think. It was a great change. And
Yeah.
then the SBM get out Macaé. Now the SBM went to the Santos Basin in the Santos, and then there is a little office in the Rio de Janeiro city.
Where you are.
But I like it to move it to the Rio das Ostras.
Very good, very good. This is your background. Sounds very good. Your experiences too. You told me your experiences and also your education. So I have your background, your experiences, and education. So let me ask the same, Mr. Guilherme now. How about your
Yeah,
background, Mr.? Where were you born?
I was born in São Gonçalo.
Good. And when did you move to Rio das Ostras? When
Wow,
you were,
first I moved to Itaboraí, and I
oh
lived
yeah,
there for 4 years. I don't know. One
good.
moment.
So when you moved to Rio das Ostras, how old
Oh,
were you?
I was. Let me think. 2006. I was 11. 11 years
11
old.
years old. And how about your background? You studied a little bit in São Gonçalo,
Some a little
continued
bit in
studying in
Itaboraí,
Itaboraí, and you
and
keep
after,
studying here in Rio das Ostras.
yeah.
Where did you attend your fundamental, your elementary school?
Wow, the elementary, would you say it was what elementary would be what is called Fundamental 1 e Fundamental 2?
Yes, from first grade to ninth grade.
Wow, the first part I did I did the first and second year in São Gonçalo,
Mm-hmm.
the third, fourth, and fifth in Itaboraí,
Sounds good.
and the other parts of the elementary school I did here in Rio das Ostras.
You finished the elementary school level here, and you are in high school now.
Yeah,
Second
now
grade.
in high school, second grade.
Second grade. Sounds good. Okay. It's about your education. Have you done any course?
Yeah, I have done the obviously the English course and
Mhm.
informatic
How long have you been studying English?
since I was 7.
Since you were 7. Very good. Hmm. And other courses, despite English?
Computer.
Computer
I'm
science.
doing
What computer science courses?
only office,
The Office.
principally office.
Mainly Office package. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
man.
And school location. Okay, it was okay. Mr. Guilherme, and the experiences. Have you ever been a trainee or worked in any kind of I don't know task?
No, I haven't.
You haven't yet. Okay, sounds good. Mr. Marcio, one question: how long have you been studying English?
2 years now. 2 years I put a lot of effort. two
So in
years.
2 years you achieved this level of the language English.
Yeah, yeah. When I worked in the GTech ingredient, I start to do the English, but I study 6 months I stopped. I
Good.
stopped from 1 year, returned again, stopped.
I
I
see.
started again. All the time stopped because uh, I studied in the group, a lot of new and a lot of young
Teenagers,
men.
young people.
It's very difficult, but I lived in Itaboraí. Itaboraí does not have a good school to study in English. In the college, it's very far from my house.
Far from your house, I got it. So it was hard to study English before. So you were interrupted many times, and you have been studying English for 2 years now here in Rio das Ostras, right?
All right, right.
Sounds good. You started studying directly with me, or did you have other teacher?
I Rio das Ostras, only you.
Only me, all right.
Start with
You
you.
had Carol for a period, but you started with me.
Yeah.
Got it. Very good, Mr. Marcio. It was a pleasure to have you a long time like that. Mr. Let me ask about travel experiences. Mr. Guilherme, have you ever been abroad?
Yeah, I have been abroad twice.
Where did you go?
Firstly, I have gone to Chile, and after to United States, Orlando.
How is your Spanish?
Not so good.
And
I
how was it in
understand.
Chile?
It was quite normal. It was quite good. We made no, we we have been understandable there because a great number of people speaks English there. The schools in Chile are good, and also we have met a lot of foreigners uh, that were there escaping from some countries. The name is escaping from Venezuela, Colombia,
Sounds
Haiti.
good. I am looking at your WhatsApp picture. Where is it?
I don't know. I have to check. I
Snowy.
don't
It's
remember.
snowy. You were dressed in black
So yeah, okay. So if it's snowing, it was in Chile.
in Chile. Sounds like a mountain, rocks and snow.
Yeah. We have gone there to the Andes,
Oh yeah, sounds good. Very good, mister. And you, Marcio, did you go to the Chile at the same time with your son?
Yeah, we went together.
Did you get any Spanish experience?
Yes. I try to speak Spanish, but my wife is the best.
He's the best, right?
The best.
The best Spanish speaker in your house is your mother, is your wife, right?
No, yes, no, I'm
He's
joking.
joking.
I'm joking. My son speaks very well Spanish, and I try, but I try to speak Spanish. I like, but sometimes I have a difficult because how do you say? I start to speak in Spanish, and then I go to the English, talk to Portuguese. Oh, I mix everything.
You speak Spanish, right? The mixture of Portuguese and Spanish.
In
Spanish,
English.
or something like this. I got it. Um,
In
uh,
English together.
like people in Mexico, they don't speak Spanish in English. They say Spanish. With English, it say Hispano. They speak Hispano language. It's the mixture of Spanish with Americano. All
Yeah,
right,
very
guys.
good.
I think it's very difficult Spanish.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they
It seems
talk
easy, but
very
it's not.
fast. They talk very fast. You cannot understand anything.
Yeah, they speak very fast. All right, guys. So background, experiences, and education, and foreigner language. I think it's okay. But now I need you to tell me a little deeper about yourselves. I need you to go deeper. Now I need you to think through it, right? So let's go ahead. Um, Talking about responsibilities, starting with you, Mr. Guilherme. Have you ever been in any work, sport, music,
Sorry,
theater,
sorry, sorry,
play?
sorry. It was
Have you ever
I
been in
didn't
any
hear
play
you.
or sport or music or something like this, Mr. Guilherme?
Yes, I have
Got in
practiced.
a championship or something like this?
Yeah, I have practiced judo for a long time. I am 15 years old, so I have practiced for 9 years.
How often do you practice judo?
I
Every
don't
day.
practice anymore,
Oh yeah, you
but
stopped it doing that.
yeah, I stopped a year ago.
So you had been practicing
Yeah,
judo
has
for a
been.
time in the past part continuous, past perfect
Yeah.
continuous. Okay, sounds good. And in your school, any science fair, any specific
No,
schoolwork?
no,
No? Instruments, music, something like this?
no, no. Yeah. One time I have tried to play piano. Piano, no, it's not piano.
Piano or keyboard?
Keyboard.
But what happened?
Well, I start to try to learn, but I hadn't had a teacher. I hadn't had a good material,
Oh, you went
so
by
I
yourself
stopped.
into
Yeah,
it. I got it. Sounds good.
it was a
And
long.
when it comes to art, not martial arts, music, singing, theater,
No
something like this?
singing, no fear, no.
Sounds good. Okay. All right, mister. So, to finish, what about your hobbies, Guilherme? What do you like doing when you have nothing to do?
Well, when I have enough to do, I like to see series. I like to read, and now I'm reading a lot. As I have bought a Kindle.
Sounds good.
I
What kind
finished
of
two
genre took
books.
your attention?
Well, I like to read a lot kinds of different books, fictional and history ones.
Sounds
Now
good.
I was reading a history, not movie, a history
Uh,
book.
History book. About what?
Yeah, it was about the ancient Greece civilization.
Sounds good. Sounds great. I like the ancient people, ancient life, ancient world.
Yeah,
Very
it's
good.
kind of strange.
Yeah, yeah, it is. But it is necessary to understand the life. We need to understand the roots of the
Yeah,
life.
understand how we have picked that way, follow that way. That's
Yeah,
easy.
especially Greece and Rome. No, especially Greece. We have been basing our philosophy, our society, and all of their uh, fundamental pillars that they created in that past.
Yeah,
We have been
really
discussing
important.
up to now about Plato and Aristotle and things like this.
Yeah,
Philosophers from the old Greece. Even in history, we before Greece, we started talking about the Mediterranean people and the eras, the Iron era, the old eras. So we don't have too much
yeah, you don't have
literature
too
from
much.
that time. Before Greece, we don't have
Yeah,
too
too
much
much
literature.
information. Some peoples, some people, yeah, it's people
Or we
were
have, but
didn't
it's
write.
kept in secret because the Egyptian, ancient Egypt was all, uh, uh, how can I say, registered in cryptography and words, and they different way of their different way of writing, and we don't talk much about them. But
Yeah,
officially, the literature starts in Greece, right?
yeah.
Yeah, very good. Okay, and about you, Mr. Marcio, can you talk a little bit about activities you have done despite professionally or educational, arts, hobbies, and things like that, sports, music, instruments?
In the past, I liked to practice the football on the soccer play, and then I practiced judo, jiu-jitsu, and then I like it. I think to return to practice jiu-jitsu and judo after this
Martial art
pandemic. Yeah, and then now
sounds good.
my hobby actually is to walk every day, to walk in the room in the beach all
Sounds
the
good
time.
to keep fit.
Yes, all days. I run 30 minutes and walk 30 minutes more
Sounds
every day,
good.
every
Cooper,
day.
walking.
Yeah, yeah, I like it.
Sounds good. I don't know how can I say this in English, but I would like to have that claw. You know, claw, specifically or literally saying claw. In Portuguese, we would say garra, but it's not the same word. But as I don't know the claw, I would like to have this claw too, especially when it comes to healthy habits and exercises, physical ones. I'm terrible on doing that every day. Despite surfing, because I don't consider it an exercise, even though it is, but it's not always that we have waves around. There are not waves every time. Different from Barra da Tijuca. Barra da Tijuca, there are more waves than here. But guys, Mr. Marcio, have you ever tried any kind of art? Not the arts or martial arts, but instrument, music, singing, or theater, or painting, something like this?
No, I like it to see the guy trying to play the keyboard. I like it.
Yeah,
I see the the single American single. I forgot the name. He is blind. He is a blind. Uh, how do you say, Marcio? The
he's
name.
blind.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot.
Francis Blind. I don't know. I think it's Stevie Wonder
Stevie
Yes,
and the
Wonder
Stevie
other
playing the
Wonder.
Stevie.
keyboard.
Stevie Wonder and Paul
I think.
McCartney. All the time, Paul McCartney is, play the keyboard, the piano.
Sounds good.
Yes, I'd like to try to sing. I like it, but my family does like it.
Yeah, we don't like.
Guys, do you know the seven great arts? Sorry, my letter S is missing here. The seven great arts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cinema.
have you ever heard?
Yeah, yeah. I have heard the term.
I don't remember them. Do you remember them?
No, I only remember a theater,
Theater,
movie, probably music and dance,
movie,
literature,
literature, very good. Drawing, painting, drawing,
uh,
sculptures. Sculptures are considered.